Hello there, this is David Burrard with Better Rail Models. Today I'm going to be going over the assembly of a CN Via Burrard car. I think there's another car in the series. The name of it escapes me at the moment, but I'll show you everything that comes in the kit and the steps I've taken so far to get it ready for assembly. So you get the shell will be supported and everything's been cleaned off. All right. This is the floor. Now on the floor, I've opened up all the holes with a 1mm drill bit. Every single hole I've opened up with a 1mm drill bit. Hopefully. Let me check here. Hold on here. Yep. All been opened up. Right? You get two platform ends. So if you want to supply your own etching, you can use this guy. If you want to use the oversized end railing that is actually quite oversized, is quite beefy on the prototype, you can use this one. So it's up to you. And you have the blind end. You get a set of 41 BNO11 trucks. Yes, you can get these from Rapido. No, the offset from Rapido won't work. The offset won't work. You'd have to figure that out yourself. We got some boxes for underneath, some bits and bobs, and here's a water tank, which is an interesting shape, air tanks, and that's it. So why don't we get started? So as before, we're going to start with the ends. So in this case, I'm going to use, I'm getting there, I got some fuzzies in there. I'm going to use this end with the printed on end hand railing. Okay, I've already drilled this for a 256 screw. So drill 256, tap 256. And is it this guy here? So we got the floor support. So we're going to add the floor support. Take some thin CA. I'm running out of micro brushes, so make sure I got the right one. Yeah, okay. Get it level. I'm using the bottom of the windows as a guide. It should be drawn a bit. Let's get a square. Just going to tack it in with some CA, just like that. Right on the joint. Like that. You want to make sure this is square. So I tacked it in, I had a look to make sure it's square, and I use the bottom of the window inserts. That way the body will actually ride square. So that's done. Let's take the blind end, same thing. This one, you don't have to line it up, it's pretty snug. The blind end ready to go in. Take our body. Let's do the blind end first. Just going to slide it in, just like that. Make sure it's sitting relatively flush. Push the ends together. I did have another video explaining how to straighten out the sides of a passenger locomotive, a passenger car. So here we are. We're going to apply some thin CA to the joint. Right. Now, if it does leach out and attack your finger and leave some residue on the model, sometimes that happens when I'm doing this. Like if I'm holding it here and CA comes out on this point and you glue your finger to the model, just remove your finger, take some acetone, wipe it off. It's good to go. All right. Let's do the platform end. Platform end slides in like this. Oh, how about the one we prepared with the floor support? Slides in from the bottom, and it keys right in. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the inside there, Frankie? Mm-hmm. Should be a nice flush fit in the inside. Now, if you're doing painting, you might want to consider leaving this off so you can paint the inside of the underside of the roof. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm just going to literally use a little touch the CA here in here, just a touch, just to hold things in place. Oh, that didn't work. So later on, one could easily move it. Just tack it in. If you want to remove it, you take some acetone on a Q-tip and you just apply it to where you got the CA, and that'll loosen up the joint and be able to pop it off relatively easy. Okay, so that's the end on with the, okay. I can't think today. On the roof, you've got 2 holes. This hole you drill from the top, just over 1 millimeter. This hole you drill in from the bottom. There's an indicator hole on the bottom. The rear hole is for a vent. That. And the front, oh, smokestack, and the front has a vent, just like that. I'm going to leave them off for now, just because I don't want to break them, get them in the way. Detail-wise, you've got some holes for grab irons. There's a vent, an intake, I guess, and there's the grabs on the ends. You can form them. On the bottom, you've got holes for your stirrup steps. On the bottom side, tap and drill for 256, tap and drill for 256, tap and drill for 256. The holes that actually attach to the end, I opened up to 2 millimeter. So you might have to open those up to 2 millimeter. So let's put this aside for now. Let's start looking at the underbody. Now I have to confess, I haven't put together a Burrard in any scale in a long time. So in terms of what goes where, I'm really not 100% certain, but we'll see if the fact that I've keyed my parts actually helps. Okay. Got some thick CA. This is thick CA at this point.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Very good, Francis. I'm going to take another micro brush, and we're going to start with water tank. Water tank, you've got 2 pegs and the slot. So you have to find the spot, 2 pegs and then the slot, just like that. It's going to fit. Don't make a liar out of me. Should fit. Yeah, it clicks right in. Huh. Doesn't want to sit down. Why aren't you sitting down? We got an issue here with this cross member. Going to remove this cross member. My bad. Let's see if I can't fix that for production. I just might leave it and just say, hey, you got to trim this back a little bit. Kind of annoying. You get to this point and things don't exactly work perfect. See how it fits now. That looks pretty good. So take it off. Of course, my fingers are too big to pick stuff off the table. So I'm going to apply glue to those 2 holes. That's it. Put it in position and done. All right, next we got, is that for air conditioning, or could be for, I don't know what that's for, could be battery box, I'm not sure. So we got 4 pegs, rectangular size, and I do believe they go over here, just like that. And there's 2 of them, 1 on each side. So we're going to add glue to where the pegs go. Let's do both sides at once. You could probably take more care than I am. Gluing this stuff in. It's one side in. Other side in. Very good. Now you have this interesting tank situation here. A couple air tanks. This fits between the battery boxes like that. So we're just going to find a few spots to add a little bit of glue. Make sure you get the stains on my shirt, sweetheart. Here we go. We are running out of thick CA. Never leave an open bottle of CA on your workbench. All right, so what's next? How about these Frigidaire? What are you getting my shirt for? Go on. These Frigidaire AC units. So let's, I believe we got 4 pegs. There's 4 holes. Fits right there. And he has a friend, I believe. There's 2 of them. There's one that goes over here. Okay. Just adding CA where these peg in. It doesn't take much. Put the first one in. And the second one in. Like that. All right. Next part of the AC system is this. What would you call that? It's got a motor. It moves. So you have 3 pegs, 3 holes. Make sure it fits first. Fits exactly like it should. Like I said, I've never assembled these in HO. I have done one in N scale, but this one so far is doing pretty good. So you have to figure out what goes in these holes here. So you have 1, 2, 3 holes, and then a twofer. I believe it's a triple valve. It's got 3 holes. And the twofer is this thingy. I don't know what that thingy is, but it's a thingy. What? It's a spinny thingy. Like a spinny thing. Can you see it? Spinny thingy goes in these 2 holes with the grate pointing that way, and then the triple valve goes in the holes. So let's get some glue in those holes. Hole, hole. Not wearing my eyes. There we go. Like that. And then the triple valve. Triple valve like that. That's one side done. You can see how this is going to look. Let's move along to the other side. On this side, we've got some sort of compressor thing. It's got 2 pegs. Well, there are 2 holes, but it doesn't fit in the holes. It's too far apart. Let's try this one. That looks good. Before I do that, I'm going to remove these supports. Should have removed them earlier, but I haven't done that. Okay. Hole, hole. Peg, peg. The good side is always out, like that. We got a triple thingy. This box here is not a triple thingy, it's a double thingy. And here's a triple thingy, 1, 2, 3. Triple thingy box, like this. See if it fits. It's not fitting. There it goes. It does fit. Okay, we got another box here. Let's see if this one fits. It does fit. Need more glue. One, 2, 3, 4. Install. Push it down, actually clicked in. Here's the twofer, a twofer box, just like that. And 1, 2. Underbody is complete. I don't know what this stuff is, but that's what I see in the prototype. Okay, moving on. Next up are the trucks. So with the trucks, we're going to insert 36-inch Intermountain wheel sets. Gentle putting them in. We should roll just like that. Next truck. He's kind of a one-way dealio, guys. I keep saying that in these videos. Don't try to take the wheels out. So probably a last step would be install the wheels. I forgot on the underbody, referring to my diagram here, we need the axle generator. The short end goes towards the truck, and there's a notch here for this cross brace. So you just line it up, and it sits right in the middle here. I think it's an axle generator, don't quote me on that. Just like that. Did I get enough glue on there? Yep, we'll go. Okay. And next, trucks. So it's assembly time. So I'm using number 5 boxes. You can use any kind of equivalent to 158 whisker box that snaps together. Is probably a whole lot easier. Standard shank if you want to use if you want to add diaphragms. If you have tighter radius, you probably want to use a longer shank. We got 3 screws. Oh, 3 screws. I need another coffee. There's 6 screws here. Let's see how many we need. All right, so we'll take the body, we'll take the floor, and for the first time, we will join the floor to the body. It's going to be a tight fit, which is good. It's like that. And if we're lucky, I know you can't see in there, the holes line up. Oh, thank God the holes line up. Now this hole here and this hole here, I've done a 2.5 mil clearance drill. This is drilled and tapped for 256 screw. So let's start with, we need a screwdriver. Please excuse the hair, we have dogs. Rather have the dogs than not. Okay, so we're going to start with securing floor to the body. So it's not coming off now. Let's put together a number 5 coupler. And we're going to build this one upside down. So what that means is that the lid has a lip. If you can get that, can you see that lip? Typically that goes up. But in this case, we want it to go down. So we're just building this box upside down. Get this on the first go. I used to be really good at this. Oh, brutal. Don't. Try again. You guys lose your dexterity as you're growing up? I sure am. I sure am. All right, let's try it this way. Goes. You could obviously glue the box together before you try this. I am a glutton for punishment. Yeah, it's attached. And then the other side. This one, same thing, build the box upside down. Now if you were to build it upside right, then it won't sit flat against the underside of the car. So we got it upside down. This goes through the floor into the floor support, like so. And last but not least, trucks. There will be an insert like the heavyweights, because the screws are obviously too big for the hole, and that'll tighten things up a bit. Let me check this. Make sure I tap this thing. Maybe I didn't tap it. I don't think I did. I'm looking at the inside. I didn't tap it. How embarrassing. All the way in. Back. All right, let's try this again. Hey, look at that. It just screws right in now. Tighten it down, back it off. So, the truck.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
You better believe it. Rotating the trucks just to see if there's anything interfering with the swivel, and I don't think so. All right, so before we finish off, let's add the smokestack to the back. Just add some glue to it. The hole straight. And for this guy, I think we're gonna takes a little more finesse. And here we have CN via Burrard. Now these were around for a long time. I think they're in private service now. So this platform on the back, that's for a Sinclair antenna and grab irons and whatnot. Roll as well. Oh, Francis, we need to get your roll test here. Go ahead and do the roll test. Very good. All right, there we go. So that's available at betterrail.com. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching.